Hello and good afternoon, everybody. Today, on behalf of Nation Next, I invite all of you for a panel discussion. As we all see that today, the entire nation is undergoing a lockdown because of the pandemic which we are suffering. These definitely are the testing times, but the government is aware of the fact that there are certain essential services which cannot be stopped. The issue which has now cropped up is that whether the services which are being rendered by a lawyer, whether they are essential services or not. To quote here, on 18th of May 2020, the Honorable Delhi High Court has opined that the services of a lawyer are essential services. A similar view has also been expressed by the Honorable Apex Court recently. Now, in this scenario, we have in our city of Nagpur two lawyers who have sent a representation to the municipal commissioner to inquire as to what is the status of an office run by a legal professional. Now, in response to that, I have come across an article which was published in our Nation Next, and I would like to quote the Additional Municipal Commissioner, Mr. Ram Joshi, what he said. He said that courts, even though operational, are not working with full capacity. We certainly cannot give permission to offices of all the lawyers to open. Either we may seek a list of lawyers contesting emergency cases from the courts, or we can request the government to form any regulations concerning the office of lawyers in red zone. Now, in this background, we are here to discuss the issue whether legal services provided by a lawyer are essential services or not. On the panel, we have Advocate Anand Parchure, who is practicing in Bombay High Court. We have Advocate M. Anil Kumar. He is also a practitioner in the High Court. We have Advocate Devin Chauhan and Advocate Sangram Sirpurkar, who are practicing in the High Court towards the Constitution side. Let us first ask Advocate Anand Parchure. Sir, what are your views upon this issue?
At the outset, I would like to say that lawyers need not apply or seek any opinion of the municipal authorities whether they should open their offices or not. Basically, the guidelines prescribed by the state government and the central government are applicable to the shops. We are definitely not running a shop. We are neither registered under a Shops and Registration Act, nor are we covered by any of those provisions. We are rendering services to the society. You will recollect that lawyer's profession and the doctor's profession has always been treated as a very noble profession. Families depend on them for regular advices. It is not necessary that only in the case of emergency people will rush to a lawyer. Lawyer is a trusted family friend, and his advice is of paramount importance in many family matters also. So everybody in his day-to-day life requires a lawyer's assistance. Therefore, I will definitely say that lawyers' services are to be clubbed only as essential services alone.
Right, sir. But, sir, if you are aware that in the recent notification which has been issued by the government of Maharashtra, as well as the order which is in operation in the city of Nagpur, which is issued by the municipal commissioner, he has specifically carved out a category of private offices. And it is being said that since the lawyer's office is a private office, can it be shut?
I don't see anything specifically said about lawyers in any of those conditions. They have neither specifically included nor specifically excluded. So unless, if they want to stop our functioning, they will have to give us an order or at least a notice. Without that, we can peacefully run our offices. we may follow the other norms that have been prescribed, that is this procedure that is required to be followed, like wearing of masks, keeping social distances, use of sanitizers and all that. That we are bound to follow and that we are required to follow even in our interest. Therefore, according to me, the guidelines do not specifically carve out any special case for lawyers. The interpretation given by the authorities, according to me, is completely misdirected.
Thank you, sir. Advocate M. Anil Kumar, I would like to turn to you. I would like to know what are your views on this?
As rightly said by Shri Anand Parchure, that the office of an advocate is not a commercial establishment at all. You will appreciate one thing, that maximum of the advocates are having their offices in their residence. Only a few who are residing in some official areas where the clients are unable to reach are having their offices in prime locations. And that is for the ease of the client. We cannot accommodate client in our houses because we have our own privacy. And we cannot have access our house during emergency because we are providing essential services. If I have to take a bail, then a client has to approach me. I need stenographer, I need stationery, I need printers, and all this I cannot bring to my own home and start an office. So he cannot say that it is not an essential service at all. I will give an example with my brother colleague. My brother colleague is an amicus in a migrant issue, Advocate Devin Chauhan. He is with us today. And he was representing as an amicus on behalf of the court. I was representing the NGOs and social workers. Now these 20, 30 people used to storm and come. They are exposed to persons, migrant workers, where cases of COVID are much more. We cannot expose our to COVID, so we can take precautions and in the ambit of private offices.
I'll come to Advocate Devin Chauhan. Sir, what is your take? Whether the lawyer services, whether they are essential services or not?
Let us understand one thing. There cannot be a complete shutdown of legal services is a fact which has now been established. Even during the regular vacations, we always have courts functioning, maybe with a limited working timings and all. So therefore, there cannot be a complete shutdown of legal services. Now, if there cannot be a complete shutdown of legal services, there cannot be a category of shutting down of the lawyers' offices, whether partially or completely. Now, secondly, right to legal services is a fundamental right under Article 21 is recognized in 79. Given that, you have to carve out a category whether a services of a lawyer, under what circumstances it can be stopped. To my mind, there are no circumstances under which giving of an opinion or having an opinion of a lawyer, visiting his offices cannot be treated as essential services. Therefore, there has to be a distinction between essential services and minimum services. Can you survive with a service which is non-essential, or as you call it as minimum services? I may not buy clothes every day. That is a minimum service. You can regulate that. But tomorrow, I do not know what kind of services from a lawyer somebody can think of. Now, therefore, it has to be falling in the category of an essential service. You cannot put or create a distinction between an essential service and minimum service when it comes to a legal service. Legal service has to be open 24/7. As Mr. Parchure has rightly said, there was a time when clients are like our family to a lawyer. Clients traveling from outside used to stay in lawyer's house. Therefore, we do not provide commercial services. If we do not provide a commercial service, or it's not a commercial establishment at all, where is the question of, in a red zone or any zone for that matter, shutting down a lawyer's office or putting it into a private office? It may be a private office, but it's not a commercial office for sure. Therefore, to my mind as well, this cannot be a service which can be stopped under any circumstances at all.
My next question is to Advocate Sangram Sirpurkar. Sir, what would be your take on that? whether the authorities can shut down the offices, whether they're empowered to shut down the offices of a lawyer, whether it be a pandemic or other.
I agree with all the previous speakers. Access to justice is a fundamental right. Access to justice has been recognized as a fundamental right under Article 21 and also under Article 32. Now we are governed by rule of law, by the Constitution. The Constitution has given different roles. The legislature to legislate, the executive to implement, and judiciary to keep a check on them. Now, even in this pandemic situation, is the judiciary has to keep a check on the executive. Take reference to the public interest litigation filed by Mr. Chauhan. Orders being passed, they are being checked, whether fundamental rights are being violated. This has to be checked. Therefore, since access to justice is a essential service, though under the Essential Services Act 1918, it has not been there. But our primary document, the Constitution, recognizes access to justice as it would be an essential service. Therefore, a lawyer's office, since it is connected with justice, has to be a essential service, and there cannot be any direction to shut out lawyer's office. Even otherwise, adding to what Mr. Parchure said, our lawyer's office is not a commercial establishment. It's not a commercial establishment. Therefore, there cannot be any rules which can govern the lawyer's office. A lawyer can have an office in his own home as well, where he can consult in his own drawing room as well. So there cannot be any rules to stop a lawyer from functioning, even during this pandemic. This is what I
are saying is whether the office is situated at home or in any commercial establishment, it cannot be stopped to function.
It cannot be shut. It
Yeah,
cannot be shut.
Nitin, I would like to add one
It is
thing.
not a commercial.
Yes, Mr. Anil Kumar.
That is why we are called officers of the court. The
Right.
courts are functioning. The staff is coming every day. The only thing is that we are functioning from a little different place for preparation.
No, I would like to add
And-
something.
Yes, Mr. Parchure.
You quoted some assistant commissioner's views that he will check the list of the lawyers who are appearing in emergency cases. But then that is not his prerogative at all. Merely appearance in the emergency matter is not the scope of a lawyer. Lawyers are required to be made available every time to the clients in their office.
And who
Whatever
will
time
decide
is-
whether it's an emergency? Sorry.
Correct. Therefore,
Who will decide? The courts will decide whether it's an
Court will
emergency
decide.
situation or not.
and even if I am not appearing, like I was telling my friends earlier, that some senior judges have been preventing senior lawyers from appearing during vacations. They are saying that no. You should not appear in the vacations at all. You should permit your juniors to appear. So that way, they can logically shut us out. But then that cannot be a rule.
Right.
The right to legal service is a fundamental right. Right to a choice of a counsel is not a fundamental right. And so therefore, right to legal services being a fundamental right, and now as Sangram has quoted, not just Article 21 but Article 39A, which falls under directive principles, where the state's responsibility is there to provide legal services. Now, under that circumstances, how can an executive committee, an executive officer by an executive fiat come and say that no, his entire action is unconstitutional?
But see, what is coming from the legal fraternity, it is at many times, I'll quote an example. There might be a victim of domestic violence. She might need the emergency services of a lawyer. So just by shutting the offices, those right to legal access cannot be denied. That is what I think is coming from the panelists.
See, lawyers.
Nitin, personal liberty. So most important is the personal liberty of an individual.
See, lawyer.
That cannot wait.
See,
It would definitely be under the essential services.
you call
And if-
bar. I'm sorry, Sangram, to cut you short. You call bar and the bench as two wheels of a golden chariot. You are permitting bench to operate, and you are saying bar to shut down. How would bench operate unless the bar functions?
Yes, exactly. Because
Ridiculous.
one cannot imagine the functionings of the court in
Let courts sit alone without there being lawyers in and their offices functioning.
that is what I said. It's
Even Nitin, even corporation has not shut down their legal department. They are functioning for the whole day.
So, do you think that it is the ignorance of the municipal authorities which has led to going public by giving such statements? Sir, what is your...
Not ignorance.
I would not say that it is ignorance. I would say that it is a complete misnomer that they are trying to interpret. And they may be highly qualified officers. They may be IAS, they may be IPS, and they may be very top-ranking officials. But then, ultimately, interpretation can be best made by the lawyers.
They are best in their field. They are best in their field, and we acknowledge their efforts, which what they are doing for this pandemic. But then there has to be logic. And
Here I would like to add that whatever they are doing has to be checked by the judiciary. And who is going to go? It is the lawyer who is going to point it out. If they are committing a mistake, we have a system of checks and balances. So checks have to be kept by the judiciary. And who is going to check them? It's the judiciary. So if the judiciary has to function, the lawyer has to function.
So where is
Where the logic goes.
There is one more. Now, if
I am still of the opinion, Nitin, that they have not prevented any lawyer as yet from appearing or
Right.
So unless
They
do that, we will not be able to teach them and give them a proper interpretation of the law.
I have come across the representation which is made by the two lawyers of the city. They said that they were asked to shut down. Although,
But then that was an oral direction by some officer. So they should have quoted the name and asked that officer, what is his right to do that? He could have been asked to give us a notice, give them a notice, which could have been properly replied. Natural justice is the bare minimum thing which is expected of every authority. All executives are supposed to pass orders only after following the principles of natural justice. So they can't just come arbitrarily and say that you shut your office. This is not a dictatorial thing. And we should not tolerate such nonsensical dictatorial attitudes.
there is one more aspect to it which I would like to explore here. Now, by calling upon the lawyers to shut down their office, is it not that the fundamental right of a litigant to have access to the justice is being denied to them?
That's what we begin by saying.
That is what I pointed out in the beginning.
That's what we begin by saying. That if it is enshrined under Article 21, recognized in 79, way back in 79, plus Article 39A, where is the question of they arbitrarily coming and asking us to shut down the offices? Or you shut down the court completely, saying no legal services at all in the country. Then we
that cannot be done. That can never be done.
That cannot be done.
Because judiciary is an essential service.
Then if that cannot be done, then how can lawyer services...
How can lawyers be served?
Then how can lawyers be shut down?
Can we not say that justice delivery system, the delivery of justice is an essential service, and lawyer being an essential part of justice delivery system, his services are essential, and in no way it could be shut down.
Yes, it cannot be shut down.
Thank you, sir. Sir, it was really very great to interact with you and have your opinions on this burning issue presently which we are facing. And I thank you, all the panelists, for devoting the time from their schedule.
Thank you.
Of Nation Next.
Thank you, Nitin. It was pleasure. It was pleasure speaking to all of you.
Thank you.
Subscribe to Nation Next YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get regular updates from Nation Next. Also like Nation Next Facebook page and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.